Hello, here's Ascent, and hello YouTube. It's Blue and Gideon, and we're here to thank everybody for helping us reach 1,000 subscribers. I never thought I'd get to a point like this, where so many people were interested in what someone like I had to say. But I guess after you play this game for a long time, you pick up a couple things, and yeah, it just starts to make sense. So I'm gonna let Gideon go. She doesn't want to sit here. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but what people really wanted to see, as far as a celebration, once I hit a milestone like this, was a Q&A session. So I wrote down a whole bunch of questions that people asked me during a live stream and comments that they left during videos, and I'm just going to get to them. I've been thinking about them for, about a week or so, and yeah, hopefully I can give you what you want. I don't know how long it's going to take, again, so I'm just going to... There we go. Have a drink of, let's say, tea, to keep myself hydrated. Alright. So, here's how it's gonna go. I'll say the person who asked it, and I'll say what the question is. If I don't say who asked it, it means I already got to one of your questions if you asked me a few of them. So, let's see. Coran Clark asks, why did I start doing YouTube? Well, like a lot of people, I think, you know, I'm not special, I'm not unique. A lot of people are doing this. So, all they're doing is trying to help their clanmates out by giving advice to them and by showing proper strategies and, you know, what are some of the newest strategies and what are some of the best strategies, how to do them and stuff like that. Mainly I started it because, you know, for many of the same reasons. So what pushed me was watching Jake from One Hive do a video on funneling. Was the point where I thought, you know what, I really get this. After I saw that video, I started to really understand the game and how to play the game, and it just really grew from there. I got really good at funneling and just thinking of the way the troops are going to go. I notice a lot of people just splash their troops out there and spam them out without really thinking about where they're going to go. They just treat it like they want the troops to go somewhere, so therefore they will. But nothing happens in life or in the game just because you want it to happen. You have to take action to ensure it'll happen. And that's what funneling is. And I thought that was very empowering, just personally and also, you know, gameplay-wise. So I thought, you know what, like, I have a good perspective on this. I can really help people, so that's what I started doing it for. And I just started doing it for my clan. You know, wasn't monetized, wasn't streaming, just making some videos for fun. Wasn't putting thumbnails or descriptions or anything like that, just bare bones. And just kind of grew from there, and I got more interested in doing it. So I guess, yeah, I started making the videos to help people learn. He also asked, would I rather drown or be burned alive from lava? So, not exactly a game-related question, but, and not all of them are. And oddly enough, this is the question I've been thinking about the most, the best way to answer. So, I guess it's a pretty good question. There's a channel I watch called Because Science with Kyle Hill, and he's super interesting, brilliant man, and he makes it really fun. A lot of it's about comic books or popular movies or old cartoons and stuff like that. But he answered what it would be like to actually die from falling in lava, and it wouldn't be right away like I thought. You'd hit it, he says, and it would slowly disintegrate you, but then it, like, it's not so violent as drowning. But if you're drowning, like, you've got to actually try, you know? There's hope that you might survive. But that makes it all the worse when you don't. So I think if it's guaranteed I'll die, I'd rather it be from the lava, because I think by the time you even got near the lava, you'd already, even before you touch it, you'd probably be burned alive to death. So yeah, I guess the lava. Okay, let's move on. Where Gideon asks, would I rather die from a zombie or an alien? So it got really morbid for a second. Definitely an alien, because I'm very curious about what's beyond our galaxy and what's beyond our solar system and the things that we can observe. So I listen to a lot of stuff by Neil deGrasse Tyson and Stephen Hawking and people like scientists like that. I think they exist because I believe the universe is infinite. So therefore, there's 100% chance that they do exist. Just it's going to be so far away by the time any information or light or anything that we can sense would be observable. It would take so long to get to us that we'd be long gone. So yes, I'd rather die from an alien because then at least I would know that they exist for sure. Okay. Kapil asks, can you unlock dark elixir troops without unlocking regular elixir troops? I guess you could. I don't see why not. It'd be really hard to raid and farm. You probably have to bust out some gems. But they don't all they force you to build, I guess, is your town hall, but that's, all they force you to build is a cannon. So why not? I'm sure you could do it. It would take some money. You'd have to get out the credit card. Muchacho Sauce asks, and he's got a few questions. What is the key to immortality? The closest I can ask this one is be a jellyfish. Next question. No. There's a certain type of jellyfish that doesn't age, and it's effectively immortal. It's not that it doesn't age. When you replicate your cells and regenerate your cells, like as you grow and skin cells flake off and you regenerate new ones, every time your cells are multiplied and duplicated, they degrade a little bit, and that's aging. So, there's this jellyfish that does so, except every time it replicates, it doesn't degrade. So therefore, it doesn't age. So the only thing that can kill it is a predator, say a turtle or pollution or something like that. So yeah, the key to immortality is be a jellyfish. Be a safe jellyfish. And what's my real name? My real name is Blue. That's what people call me. It's a name I picked up in university for reasons. It's related to that movie Old School. There you go. Everyone just calls me Blue in real life. That's why I got the name. Braden asks, would I rather live in a hot or cold place? I think I'd rather live in a cold place, and I already do. Just because if you live in a hot place, there's only so much you can do about it. But if you live in a cold place, you can pile on the layers and, so that's a bit easier. Bach asks to choose between donuts or my cat or YouTube. I gotta go with Gideon all the way. She's my girl. She's had my back since day one before any of y'all knew me. She's the best pet I've ever had. Better than my childhood pets or anything like that. She's always by my side, except for this particular moment, curiously. Yeah, she's just the best thing ever. I love that cat. Someone named Blue asks, another Blue, if I could go anywhere. I'd like to go to Helsinki and go to Supercell headquarters. I think that'd be super fun. I'd love to see what's going on there. I'd love to go back to Germany. I was only in Frankfurt and Bochum, 2 towns, just for a night each. Awesome people there, very hospitable. I'd like to go back to Japan. I was only there for 2 days, and in a small coastal village called Fukuoka. Awesome people. I'd love to go back there too. Who's this asks, Would I rather eat a live octopus or swim with sharks? Well, I was really excited to answer this question. I would rather eat live octopus because I already have eaten live octopus twice before. Really enjoyed it. Love to do it again. So much fun. It comes out, I used to live in Korea, and it would come out on this plate, and they had the octopus, and they would take it out of the tank, cut it up, and then it was so fresh that the tentacles were still all moving on the plate as they brought it out to you. Like, they're escaping and falling onto the floor and everything. So you got to get them with the chopsticks, and they're squirming all through the chopstick, and you put it in your mouth, and it's squirming out of your mouth, and it's sticking to your teeth, and it's sticking to your tongue. You got to chew and chew and chew and chew. Oh, it's so much fun, but it's dangerous because if you don't chew enough, it could stick to the back of your throat and kill you. But it's really, really delicious. My favorite spell in Clash of Clans. My favorite troop has always been the balloon, and so the best spell for that is the haste. So I should say that, but my heart goes to the skeleton spell because it's just so versatile. You can distract a troop with it and save your attack, like save a bunch of balloons so that a wizard tower is firing the other way and the balloons sneak up on it, or you could set it to the town hall if everything else around is destroyed and turn a 2-star attack into a 3-star attack. It's just got so many uses. I love the skeleton spell. Spencer asks, what is my favorite troop? First, second, third, and fourth. That's going to be tough. My first favorite troop since day one of playing the game has always been the balloon. I love that. Just giant bomb drop. It just feels so good once you get it. Second is does the Archer Queen count? Always loved her. Other than that, I used to love the Bowler before they nerfed their hit points. I thought they were super good. Fourth, I don't know. I kind of just anything supportive, like the healer and the Lava Hound is I consider more of a support troop, being just a tank that doesn't do a lot of damage. Yeah. Bach asks, who's my favorite clan member? I'm not sure if everyone knows the history between Beaver and I. I'm saving that for the last, but I gotta say Beaver because him and I have been through a lot together, and I'll get into that at the end. Sort of disappoint you. Hero Skull asks, 1 million subscribers or Gideon? Again, Gideon all the way. I don't even want 1 million subscribers because the way to reach 1 million subscribers is to water down your content and just try to reach a lot of the people, right? I consider this channel a very niche thing. Clash of Clans is a very niche thing, as big as it is, you know? Watching video games like this, nice. Watching games like this on YouTube is still very niche. And even in that, like, a very strategy-oriented channel like mine, is even more so. So really, I don't think a ton of people, I don't think 1 million people are ever going to be interested in this channel, and I don't want them to be, because then I'd have to cater to so many people to try to maintain it. So I'd be getting into troll bases and clickbait titles and giveaways just to beg for more subs and stuff like that. I'm not into that. I don't want that. I don't want my channel to be about that. Gideon's my homegirl. I'm with her all the way. Braden Bottle asks, what is my favorite defense? That's a good one. Wow. Yeah, that's tough. Honestly, I think the best. I don't know. I mean, like, I want to say Inferno Tower because it's so powerful, but I don't think that's my favorite. I find them actually pretty easy to overcome. The Wizard Tower is the bane of my existence, so maybe it's my least favorite, but it's the most effective, in my opinion. To me, I suffer from them, so I think it's the most effective. It'll really get you late raid, And yeah, Wizard Tower, tough one. Let's move on. Oh my gosh. Tahir asks, do I have a second account? I have a second and a third account. I started with a tablet playing the game, and then I ended up getting a smartphone, and I thought, well, I could duplicate my account and play on both, or I could just start a whole new base and to be able to donate to myself. And then I started this clan, and it was really hard at the start to get people, so I bought another tablet, just a cheapo one on like a Boxing Day sale for under $50 to start a third account to help with the clan progression. And so yeah, I have 3. Don't judge me. Clash of Clans United asks, what is the best way to farm Dark Elixir for a Town Hall 9? I'd say some Queen Walk action in the lower leagues. Start down at gold 3 and kind of just work your way up with the Queen Walk, and just any way to cut into the base and just get the Dark Elixir and then jump out of there. If you have to take a loss, you take a loss. A Queen Walk with some, what do you call them, wall breakers, and just a few smaller troops to gather up loot isn't going to cost you any Dark Elixir. So just cut in there with the Queen Walk and yeah, get the DE, hop out of there, surrender if you have to, because that will keep her health up so you don't have to wait a long time for the next raid. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. It's been a long time since I've been to Town Hall now. Avenger Maker asks, what is my favorite hero? I think I already kind of said that. Archer Queen always has been. Once I learned how to Queen Walk, it was a whole new level for me as far as attacking skill, my success in the game, and enjoyment of the game. It's so challenging. Your timing has to be so perfect. Your predictive skills have to be so perfect. Your funneling has to be really good too. There's a small amount of luck there because you don't know where the traps are going to be. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to using level 5 healers with it. I've already tried a little bit. It's not easy, but yeah, I'm working on it. I'll get better at it again. Who's this asks, would I rather restart Clash, but wait. Oh, he asked, would I restart Clash if I was guaranteed 200,000 gems? To be honest, I don't know how far that would get you. Not far, I don't think, anyway. And then I'd have to give up all my achievements. My gold grab is capped out at 2 billion. It doesn't get higher than that. And I'm pretty proud of that, so nah, I wouldn't want to start over like that. Who's my favorite YouTuber? Can I say myself? No. To be honest, I wanted to say Clash with Ash because of his regular content and his positive attitude and the way he builds the community, but he doesn't really do Clash material anymore. And then I wanted to say Powerbang, but he does more like live coverage and stuff like that, and more CWL kind of stuff, which is not where I'm at, you know, like more for the common person is where I'm at. So I'd have to say the person who inspired me to start making videos and the person whose videos helped me reach a higher level of gameplay, and that would be Jake from One Hive, is my favorite YouTuber. He tells it like it is. He's not afraid of anything. He says what's on his mind, but he's fair. If he doesn't like something, he'll say why, but then he'll look as hard as he can for the positives in it too. So I really respect that balanced approach. Yeah, Jake's my favorite. Anime Gamer asks, what do you watch anime on? I'm not sure why he would ask that instead of like, what kind of anime do I watch or something. I love Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Super has been pretty cool. Great adventure there. Probably my favorite of all time is Monster. It's more of a realistic serial killer type story that's very cerebral and very intelligent. So that would be my favorite one. I just watch them on my computer. Hero Skull asks, what is my favorite town hall? I really liked Town Hall 9 because that's when you can start doing queen walks. I really love them. And there's so much variety to Town Hall 9. There's so many different attacks that really work. From HGHB, to Govaho, to Queen Walk, pretty much anything. Ben is the master of destroying Town Hall 9s, even ones more developed than his, with golems and wizards and heroes as a kill squad and Lavaloon as the main attack. So there's just so many different ways to attack a Town Hall 9. I think it's really balanced and it's really fun. Bach asks, when will I quit Clash? As soon as they shut down the servers, I guess. And from there, I'll be playing whatever's most similar. Gideon asks, when will I quit YouTube? I don't know. When I get a full-time job, I guess. The jobs that I do have kind of allow me to choose my schedule and allows me, if I don't want to work that day, I don't work that day. If I'm not feeling good or whatever, I don't need an excuse. I don't need to get someone to cover in. I just don't have to work. So it gives me a lot of time on my hands. And it's somewhat seasonal. So, yeah, once I get a more full-time job, then I'll probably have to give it up. But for now, it's a really fun hobby and I'm really enjoying it. So, yeah, we'll see where this goes. Angel asks, would I rather die, another one of these, from an archer or a barbarian? I think I'd rather die from a barbarian because an archer, especially a sneaky archer, would sneak up on you and you never see it coming. And even if they came at me from front on and shot an arrow, I wouldn't be able to get out of it in time. At least if a barbarian was coming after me, he'd be screaming and yelling and stomping. I'd hear him coming, I'd see him coming, and I'd at least be able to run. You know what I mean? So I'd have a chance at least of survival. So, but then again, if I was guaranteed to die, I guess that's what the answer is. It'd be an archer because I think it'd be fast. When did I start this clan? Heroes Ascent. Started it on October 13th of 2017? No, it's not that yet. 2016. Sorry, yeah. So it's a very recent clan. And I can't read what I wrote. I think it says windshield free food. If I could decipher what I wrote, I'll read you that question, but I can't remember. Adventure Maker asks, what is my favorite wall level? Honestly, my favorite wall level is level 1. It just looks so rustic and cool. I'd like walls like that on my property that I live on. I really like the look of them the most. So yeah, level 1 walls are my favorite. What's next? Oh, Adventure Maker also asks, main base or builder base? Main base. Please, can we just, forget about builder base, please? Not a fan. Bach, where did I get my name? Yeah, I was given this name in university, and it really stuck. And apart from being a movie reference, I kind of made it my own, and made it a legacy even from where I got it. So, yeah, that's what Blue is about. Muchacha Sauce again asks, what sports do I do? I do judo. I used to do jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai, and I used to be a Muay Thai instructor, and I used to be a judo instructor as well for children. But I'm working on my black belt right now, actually. I have my brown belt, and I was one class away from getting black belt, but then I had to fly over to Korea to live and work, so I just kind of fell out of the habit. I've gotten back into it recently in the last couple of months, and maybe, I can make a bid for a black belt and get there soon. Christian Gamer asks, what is my favorite strategy? Queen Walk with Lavaloon all the way. The Queen Walk is such a highly skilled strategy. And I feel, apart from the spamming a line of balloons, although you have to be smart enough to know to do that. Not everyone knows to do that. Which I guess makes it a strategy, I'm not sure. So yeah, the way I have to identify, where are the sweepers, where are the 2 air defenses I want to target with the hounds, and how can I set the balloons all behind them so that everything follows in a nice natural order? How much have I carved off with a kill squad or Queen Walk, and how's that going to affect the shape? There's so many little considerations you need to make that when I get a 3-star with that attack, it's very gratifying, so I feel really good about it. Wow, this is getting on really long. I hope it's not boring. Jamie Plays asks, how do I record? And a lot of people ask this, and so let's get this out of the way right now so I don't have to answer any other times. I use the YouTube gaming app. It's really easy. It's free. You just download it from the Play Store or from the Apple, whatever it is, store. It's so easy. You just look at the top of the screen, and there's a little, looks like a wavy button that is your recording and streaming option, and it just guides you from there. It's super easy to use. And yeah, that's all. It's awesome. Corinne asks, Clash of Clans or Clash Royale? Clash of Clans for real. Every day. I really do not like Clash Royale. I just find it too much of a paper, rock, scissors type of game, If I roll in there with my deck, and just so happens to be strong against your deck, my deck's gonna win. Or your deck is just balanced better against my deck, you're gonna win. There's a lot of skill to it, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I just don't like the luck element to it at all. There we go. Slash 4500 asks, what's my favorite number? I don't know. I'd like to say 21. It's easily divisible by 3, which makes sense to me. And there is an old manga and anime, I guess not that old, but a little bit old, called I Shield 21. And I really liked it, so yeah, 21. Tahir asks, what is my favorite car? I'd like to say the Ecto 1 from Ghostbusters, the old one. It's really awesome. It's really classic, but also unique. But I also really like the 2016, the very, very, very modern Corvettes. Just look really sleek and sporty and cool. So, yeah, one of those two. Yes, what is my favorite color? Probably black, because it goes with anything and it contrasts well. iOS or Android? Android all the way, much easier to use. Much more versatile. Christopher Morales, longtime viewer, asks, why did I start Clash of Clans? I started Clash of Clans because I was reading a local newspaper, and in their entertainment or technology section, I don't remember which, it had an ad mentioning that Boom Beach was coming to Android, or just being released. Yeah, it was just being released, but only on iOS, and it sounded like something I'd be interested in. But I went to download it, and because I'm Android, I couldn't. But then I noticed, oh, well, this company has this other game called Clash of Clans. Let's try that out. I started it at first, and it's kind of the fantasy medieval stuff, and I'm not super into that most of the time. And I didn't like the way the troops just go wherever. I was used to, my experience with a game like this, like a real-time strategy, would be like you click the individual troop and you send it specifically where to go, like old Warcraft 2, you know what I mean? So I was kind of frustrated with that at the start, but the base progression kind of got me hooked. It felt really good to progress your base and build your base, and starting to work with other people, and the clan was really fun. So I eventually got the hang of how to manipulate the troops and funnel them especially. So yeah, that's how that happened. So what else? Oh, why? And Christopher Morales also asked, why did I call the clan Heroes Ascent? Well, what I was really trying to do was build something, you know? I want to build, on the channel, I want to build a positive space where everybody feels safe and welcome and free to have a good time without hurting other people. I want to build a strong clan, and I want to build people's skill in the game and therefore increase their enjoyment of the game. That's kind of my passion, and that's why I'm doing YouTube at all. So what word encapsulates that better than Ascent? Everyone's growing. Everyone's getting better. Everyone's enjoying the game more. It's always more, better, growth, ascendance. So that's why I called it that. Heroes are super important to the game, and it's kind of a reminder to me because my biggest regret in the game is not maxing out my heroes while I could. When I was much lower in the game, I would often delay upgrading my heroes, even though I had a full Dark Elixir storage, and it was just pretty much wasting it. Just because I thought, oh, I really need them. I wasn't confident in my attacking. I really need them to be able to attack. So I would often hold off and only do it if I was going on a vacation or something like that. So I really regret that. So I put that in there to remind myself to always do them and not to make a mistake like that again. So Heroes Ascent. Now, okay. Shockwave asks, what is the history between myself and Beaver? So, I don't know how long this is going to take, and I don't even know if anyone else other than Shockwave is interested, but Beaver and I started out together. Someone asked what was my first clan, but I don't remember what it was. The first clan that I remember, the farthest back I remember, I wasn't in that many, but the farthest back I remember was called Dark Destroyers. There were a lot of Dark Destroyers out there, but this one was really fun. It was really active, except the leader went inactive. And Beaver, if you can remember the name of that leader, that would be awesome, but I can't remember his name. Anyway, he went inactive, and we were all having fun, but then the co-leaders update came up, and if you didn't know, it used to be only leader and elder. That's all the only ranks there were, and I wish they would make more. I would love that, like customizable ones. Nobody asked me like what I would like to see. One person did. Yeah. So that update came down, and I suggested to everyone there, why don't we make a new clan, since this one has an inactive leader, so that we can take advantage of the co-leader update. So they thought that was a good idea, and they nominated me to go and make the clan in honor of Dark Destroyers. I called it Red Destroyers, and they're still going. They're still active, and they got awesome people over there, so go check them out. Tell them Blue sent you. We're all on good terms. We're all friends, so yeah, if you need some space, go find them. I think they're level 9, so yeah, go enjoy yourself there too. Yeah, say hi to Drew for me. But things kind of slowed down there as far as people's interest in learning new strategies and stuff like that. Or maybe it was just my approach, but I just wanted to break off and start this clan. Just to kind of start fresh and get some people who are more interested in learning the newest strategies. So that's the progression of that, I guess. But before I finish off about Beaver, Crescent asked me how to make the builder base better. I skipped these. They're in another column. How to make the builder base better? Delete it. No, I think we've got some good lessons to learn from that feature, especially the PvP portion where you match 1-for-1 and you have to attack them. I think that could really help up in Legends League. Where I'm at right now is pretty good. I got up to, I think, what was my highest? Come on. Okay, I'm gonna load that up, but the highest that I got to with my main base, which is this one, was 5,685. And honestly, I didn't find that even up there, clouds were much of a problem. I'd be in the clouds for maybe an hour at a time, but that's about give or take what it takes to train my army anyway. So I never found it was a problem. In these days, I'm finding the clouds are pretty good. So honestly, I don't think we need to worry too much about it. But also, the builder base can help us because you have to build everything to get to the next level of it, and that could help prevent engineering if we can roll that feature over to the main base. So I think that would be pretty cool. But how to make it better? I don't enjoy the gameplay, I guess is what it is. There's maybe just not enough variety of troops yet. Maybe that's what it is. I feel a little constrained in my options of strategies. So maybe that's what it is. More troops. And they're working on that. Spencer, aka Ninja, asks, who is the most active person in the clan? That's probably me. I'm on all the time. You don't have to ask if I'm on. You just ask your question, and I'll just answer because I'm always here. Other than me, it's probably Spencer. It's probably Ninja. So there, I hope you're happy. So back to Shockwave's question, the full history between me and Beaver, and this is, I promise, the last one. So I met him in Dark Destroyers. So he was very helpful. I think at that point he had been playing the game longer than me, but at one point he lost his base. I don't know how it happened, but he lost all progress on his base and had to start over. So that was a big setback for him, but he came back stronger than ever. When I was trying to teach people how to funnel, he took to it the most. Way back, this is a couple years ago I'm talking. Him and I have been playing together for over 3 years, maybe 3.5, something like that. It goes to the point where he makes amber and wood carvings and sent me one in the mail. And I wear it sometimes when I do videos. We are legitimate Facebook friends and everything, and I wouldn't do that probably for anybody else. That's how close Beaver and I are. We are legitimate, real friends in this game. So yeah, he was with me. I think that Dark Destroyers clan was my second clan ever. So he came from that to Red Destroyers with me when I made that clan, and he came to Heroes Ascent with me when I made this clan. And I know he would follow me from clan to clan to clan to clan wherever we went. And even if it was just my 3 accounts in Beaver, that would be enough for me. He is a real friend. He's a true, loyal ally, and I have so much love and respect for him. Yeah, him and I have been together for a long, long time. I've never played a video game as long as this, with this much passion, and had such a close relationship with someone that I've never even met. So that's the whole story with Beaver and I. I hope this wasn't boring. I hope it delivers on what you wanted. I asked everyone what I should do for a 1,000 subscriber video, and this is what everyone wanted. So I hope I answered all your questions. If you have any more, put them in comments. Ask them in the clan. Join on band and post them on band. Send me the message. And maybe I'll do subsequent follow-up videos. They wouldn't be this long, but I'm just doing what everyone wanted for the 1,000 subscriber video. So from there, now that I'm at 1,000, I guess Super Chat is enabled in my live streams and donations. So if people do give donations, I'll definitely give little Gideon over there some more cat treats, because she's always there with me. And I'll reinvest it into the channel. to maybe buy, you know, a better microphone, better camera equipment. You know, I'd like a new laptop. That's kind of maybe dreaming though. Now, here's the thing though. I'm not expecting donations. I'm not expecting to make a lot of money off of this. If people do give, that's lovely. I'll acknowledge your chat and, you know, make a big hype about it and be excited. But I'm not going to ignore everyone else, you know, because I built the channel on interaction with the people who watch it, which in my opinion, is pretty unique to other channels. So that's kind of my whole thing. So I'm trying to build it up together with everybody. So I'm not going to ignore the people just because they can't afford to donate. You know what I mean? I don't think that's fair. But yeah, anything that's donated, I'm pouring right back into the channel to make it better. As far as that goes, like over the last 2 streams, I made 100 subscribers each stream, which is a lot more than I was ever expecting. I didn't think this thing would even get off the ground. You know, now my YouTube account has full eligibility for all the special features you can use with it and stuff like that. I never thought I would get there. I never thought I'd get to 1,000 subscribers. To me, 50 was enough because there's 50 people available in a clan. So I want all the clan members watching to learn the best strategies. That's all I ever expected. So all of this is just way beyond my wildest dreams that I ever expected for the channel. So where it's going in the future, as far as I can tell, more of the same. I want to do live streams as often as possible. The amount of streams that I do are literally as often as I can do them. So I just hope to keep delivering that. Keep doing war recaps to show what really works in the game and celebrate our victories and celebrate people's learning opportunities. I really enjoy doing the Pimp My Raid style videos where someone does a really bad attack and then learns the better way to do it and then improves upon it. So, you know, they pimp their raid, they made it really awesome. So I really enjoy doing those because it's a celebration of success, you know? So, and I think it's just a cheeky way of tying in with Heroes Ascent. Like the whole idea is to grow. So I love that kind of stuff as well. If people send a lot of questions and I write them down, I could do further Q&As like this that, you know, maybe 10, 15 minutes, not this long. This is more of a celebration. So other than that, I want to improve not communication, but like fan interaction, people who watch. So I want to start reading out fan comments, like commenters stuff on the video. So maybe like at the end of every video, I'll say a comment like so-and-so said this, and just, you know, there it is. What, you know, whatever. Just to encourage people to comment more. Even though they do already, I'm very proud of everyone that they're very interactive, and I really appreciate that. And, you know, I do try to get to everyone about it. So other than that, maybe I could also announce a bit of an art contest. You see my thumbnails for my videos, and I'm almost, you know, nervous to relinquish some control over that. I'm very proud of them. If you've seen the Pimp My Raid thumbnail with the P.E.K.K.A going like that and the curtains and the gold letters, that took me over an hour to make. Some of the war recap ones have taken me over an hour to make. The one I made recently for the Heroes Ascent Live to put as a cover for my live streams, that took almost an hour and a half to make. So what I'm encouraging is if you make a thumbnail that I think is better than mine, I'll use it as a thumbnail on the channel. But I'm not talking like, if you just bring it into MS Paint and you just type some like regular old script on there and you just take a stock photo from, you just Google Clash of Clans image, like, and that's all you overlay on it, like, I'm not going to use it. I need to see that real time and effort has been put into it. Like, download PNG images. Go on the forum and download the fan kit that you can use. Like, it's kind of like an art supplies sort of kit, a bunch of images. Really put some real effort into it. So if you the way to upload them is to join on Band. You'd have to download Band, find Heroes Ascent on Band, it's the same name, and then upload it on Band. If I deem that it's better than mine, and I'm very proud of them, I put a lot of work into them, you know, an hour and a half, some of them sometimes. So if I deem it's better than mine, I'll use it on the channel. And I'll give you credit. I'll bring it into, not Photoshop, I can never remember the name of it. It's Ink something. Not Inkwell, Inkscape. 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 It's a free editing software. It's very much like Photoshop. It's not the easiest to use. You gotta use your brain and be a bit intuitive with this kind of stuff. But if you're up for it, you know, I'm willing to use your images as a thumbnail. I feel like I went on about that for way too long. Basically, it's an art contest. Create a thumbnail that's better than mine, and I'll use it. And I'll open it up, and I'll even write your name on it, and I'll give you full credit. I'll mention it in the video, give you a shout out. There we go. I guess that's it. So I'm going to sign off now. I'm Blue. Check out Here's Ascent, GURP8CP8. We have a feeder clan called On the Ascent. You can join us on Band where you can talk to us directly. You can send me a message straight to my phone and I'll get back to you. But even if you comment on this video, I'll get back to you too. I'm really proud of my commenter interaction and subscriber interaction. I get back to everybody. I don't think there's been a single person that I haven't gotten back to yet. Yeah, so you can look forward to more content, more war recaps, more Pimp My Raid, more, I guess, me talking for a long time about stuff that's probably boring. So, yeah, I'm Blue. Get out there and be a hero. I'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody.